Hi everyone, welcome back to another Plan With Me. This is Elise of Plan With Elise, and if this is your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. Today we are going to be planning in my custom happy planner. This is a horizontal, classic horizontal, I guess, maybe it's not called classic. It's classic size. I don't know. It's a horizontal happy planner. And I'm going to be planning for the week of October 19th through 25th. And this is the planner that I use for wellness and journaling. So like here is a couple weeks ago where I just kind of write down things throughout the week, take a few minutes each night to kind of decompress and go over the day. So let's take these off the discs. Okay, now in my big spread for this week, I had used, just pull my hair back here, I had used the Homebody Season sticker book. And originally I thought that I was going to want to use the pumpkins and the leaves both in that spread, but it turned out that the pumpkins were enough. So I had taken the leaves off, and I thought that I would use them in my wellness spread because I really love the soft colors. And I think they're really pretty. So there is something extra that I want to be mindful of in the spread this week. But first, let me kind of come up with a plan on how I want to do this. So I don't want to decorate the spine because, as we saw, that kind of broke my punch last time. But I'm thinking that I can decorate the borders. So that's kind of what I'm going to, I think, go for in this spread, is just to take these leaves and decorate the borders. The only thing I think I have to do is probably cover up a decent amount of these black lines over here. Just a little bit, because as I saw kind of putting this first sticker down, or as I started to put it down, it gets it's a little too close for comfort. So just using my white jelly roll to cover these up. Okay, now if you're new to my wellness videos, you will know, you don't know, but if you've been around for my wellness videos, you will know that I do try to leave plenty of space for writing in here because it needs to be functional, and having space to write is what makes it functional for me. So let's make sure that we are in frame here. Okay, I think we're good. And always a little nervous Why can't I speak? Always a little nervous. Oh, that was the right word. Okay. I don't know what is going on. Getting these first stickers down. I hope this works. I think it will. It may be a little bit of work, but I think it's going to, at the end, have the result that I'm looking for. So I have that set of leaves, and then let's kind of go down the spine here, sort of down the spine, I guess down just the side of the page, since I don't want to deal with the spine this time. That was an expensive mistake last time, or I broke my happy planner punch. So I got a new one. I mean, I don't think that punching the stickers was really what broke it. It was pretty old anyway, but I was able to get a new one on sale. Okay, so I guess I'll need to, well, that didn't really work. I should probably have let it dry. And then maybe take one of these bigger ones again. I hope I haven't, yeah, there should be enough. There's also 2 pages. I don't like that those peaches are right next to each other. So maybe I can take this one again. And then kind of spread this one down a little bit so it reaches the bottom of the page, and use a little bit more of this to go through. If you do something like this, probably is best to use correction tape versus this jelly roll, because it's not really working that great, because I'm not letting it dry and I'm not being patient. So I was also deciding if I wanted to take my knife and slice down here so that it was an even cut, but I'm just standing up to kind of get a better view, and I don't know, it might be cleaner that way. I also run the risk of cutting through the page. So I have an idea. Let's cut one and see how it goes. I'm just putting this on the back of this, I'm leaning this up against the back of the sticker book so that if I do slice through, I'm not cutting. I have to kind of go through down here, don't I? I'm not cutting my wooden background here. And then, let's see, whoops. That wasn't a great cut. Yeah, I actually like it. I think it's a little bit cleaner to cut through there. So let's continue. It's probably easier if I just pull these off as I cut each one. I just have to make sure that it's strong enough cut to get through. Okay, there aren't a ton. I'll be a little bit more mindful. Like this one's fine. I'll be more mindful on the other side to try to line it up a little bit better. So as I'm doing this, and don't really need to talk about the entire process, I want to talk about a plan that I have for my wellness spread this week that's a little bit different. If you've been following along for the last couple of months, you know that there's been a lot going on, but I've also been really busy. You know, I'm not leaving the house, but I'm working full time. I'm doing my YouTube channel, where I'm putting out videos about 7 days a week right now. I also launched my website. Like, I'm involved with Wild University. There's a lot going on. And then on top of that, what I'm noticing is that I'm filling my days outside of all of that with other things. Like the other day, I decided I was going to bake, and I sort of bake. I made whipped cream, but I was doing that, and I decided I was going to declutter my closet and go through, this will be a little bit harder on this side because of the dates. So let me just pause for a second, pause talking. All right, I may have a backup plan. Hold on, let me figure this out. Sorry, I always tell you to hold on, like you're here, right? You're not going anywhere. Let me see. So I don't want to, all right, we'll figure it out. I'm just going to keep going. So I decided I was going to try on the 32 pairs of jeans in various different sizes that I've accumulated over the years. And, I noticed one night after work, I went downstairs, and I'm working on the second floor of the house right now. So just to give you some background, I went downstairs, and then I went downstairs to do the to make the whipped cream. And then I went back upstairs in here into my office to do something planning wise. And then I went to the third floor, which is my bedroom, to go through my clothes. And I was just moving around a lot, and I was kind of bouncing. And I was thinking, am I filling my days too much right now? What am I doing for myself to kind of come down? Because what happens is I exhaust myself, and then I figure out that I've really pushed a little bit too hard. And I was talking to a friend about it and kind of saying that I need to remind myself to stop and pause and be more mindful. My guess, if I'm being completely honest, is that I'm occupying myself because as we're all going through something right now with a global trauma, I'm also, still kind of going through the emotions after a breakup. I lived with someone who I loved, and it didn't work, and so it's highly possible that I'm filling, that's not really working, so I'm going to grab some label paper. It's highly possible that I'm filling my extra time so that I'm not thinking. And I know that it's for the best. I'm not rethinking, any of that kind of stuff. It's more about being able to be present, not doing anything, and being able to be present and being okay with not being busy all the time. And that's something that I used to be really good at. But lately I've been filling up all this time. And so I'm not saying that I want to be less productive, but I just want to be more mindful of taking time to relax. Okay. I don't love how it turned out because I didn't really think about the dates here, but it's still pretty. So anyway, how does that have anything to do with your wellness planner, Elise? Well, because I want to make sure that I put space in each day of, did I relax or what did I do for myself? And maybe that means going kind of up to bed, an hour earlier and watching a show on Netflix. Maybe it means, oops, I cut right through that page. I have to be a little bit lighter. Maybe it means giving myself a much overdue manicure. But I definitely don't want it to mean, busy. Like, I love planning, and that's my happy place, and writing and filming on YouTube. But, like, let's say the power went out, right? What would I be doing? Well, I guess I couldn't watch Netflix if the power went out. But I don't know. I'm kind of rambling now. But what I'm getting at is, whoops, almost cut myself there, is just taking a little bit of time for me each day outside of my job, even sometimes outside of being social, not social media, just social with people, so that I can be okay in my own mind. Because you have to put on your oxygen mask before you take care of anyone else, right? Okay, almost there. I'm not that concerned if I slice through the page because I'm not cutting the entire page, it's just a little bit. And I'm so glad I came across this knife. Much easier than how I was trying before. All right, that's not working, that's fine. How I was trying before to cut all of the stickers before I put them down. All right, so we have the leaves down. That's really pretty. Okay, let me just look for one more sticker book. All right, I grabbed this wellness sticker book because it has some of these greens that kind of match well. So I think that that'll be a good way to incorporate this color throughout the spread. So, You Are Something Magical is a really nice start. That's the same green, right? Yeah, that's kind of the same green. That's big. So if I put this here, the problem that I'm going to have then is that I don't really have much room to write. So let's go through this sticker book for a second. I'm just gonna keep that there on my finger. Will be present in the moment is kind of exactly what I'm talking about. So let me know in the comments if you've experienced something kind of where I'm experiencing, where you're filling, all of your time as much as you can when you're kind of going through something, and how you got out of it. Mindful morning checklist. I'm looking for something more like a tracker. I don't know if there are any in this book. There are other books. Okay, that's all right. So for this, I think I'm gonna put this one down here. And then I'm going to grab the functional sticker book. And I think it would be pretty. This wasn't my intent, but I just saw this heart right here. I think it would be pretty because right now for this week, my goal is kind of taking care of myself and my heart, to use the hearts throughout as kind of the note of like, what did I do each day for myself? So I do want to have a focus word for Monday just to kind of start the week out. Maybe it'll be relax, maybe it'll be mindful. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it may be fun to use up these hearts because I don't really use them. And let's kind of make one sideways, one forward. That's not the right word, straight. And we'll kind of play around with these a little bit. And I think when you probably saw the thumbnail of this, it doesn't really make much sense as to why I'm putting the hearts here. Or if someone sees it on Instagram, they won't really know the reason, but this will kind of be a nice little reminder each day to jot down what I'm doing to take care of myself that day. I will say, as I'm doing this, I don't like these two green things. I feel like they're completely random and have nothing to do, not nothing to do with the spread, but I don't think the colors are great. So I hope it's not too late, but I may try to pull these up. Let me see. All right, well that one worked. Let's put that somewhere. Okay, and see if I can take this one off. Paper can be kind of hard. The paper stickers sometimes can be harder to rip off. Okay, now let's go through this functional book and see if maybe there's a sticker that can kind of go along with it, or that I can use there as sort of a focus word throughout the week. I don't think there are a ton of quotes in here. There's hooray for today. Isn't it funny how some weeks a quote can be so like applicable for you, and then others you're just like, that doesn't work for me this week. Fresh start could be great, and what I would do is cut it out of the hexagon. There are a lot of hearts. Okay. Oh, I have two of the same sticker books sitting right here in front of me. All right, let's cut this out. And then, while it's not really a quote, I kind of just have a strong, nice little phrase there for the beginning of the week. And Monday is a fresh start. I like Mondays. I know I'm not in the majority with that, but I like them. They're a fresh start, not only for the week, but I get paid on Mondays, so it's always like a fresh start for my budget. And I know I'm saying a lot. I have to stop doing that. Okay, I kind of think that's it. Like, it's a cute spread and it's functional for my purposes. It gives me plenty of room to be able to write throughout the week. Let's get it down on discs and see how it looks. And I didn't have to cut that much and break my punch at least this time. Oh, I think it's sweet. Like, it's just a sweet spread. I'm really happy with how it came out. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I would love if you took a moment to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.